Hi guys. Um, Good morning, all of you. Hope all of you can hear me.
Yes,
Uh,
you are audible.
right. Okay. Fine. So guys, like the last three classes, we have taken some small introduction part. We have started with them. So coming to the introduction, we just started with a very the basic level introduction part I have taken, guys. So anyone who joined for the today's class, if anyone joined for the today's class, guys, so no need to worry about that concept. So just for today, if anyone has missed the last two classes or last three classes, don't worry. So it is only just like what we studied here is just an introduction part we started with them. So no need to worry about that. I'll share the recordings also. So it is just a basic introduction part we have been started with that very basic level introduction, guys. Like just an example of what is data science. In data science, we are going to learn various techniques. We are going to learn various different types of methodologies. So like that, we discussed about some concepts, not for implementation, but just for understanding like what is machine learning. First, I started with some introduction to what is machine learning. We started with them, guys. So in machine learning, we have just started with some introduction. Like if you give some data to the machines, machines are going to study the data, guys. So machines will analyze the data. Machines will understand the patterns inside the data. And it will tell you, this is how this data is having the pattern. These are the hidden patterns. Something like that, the machine is going to tell you. So based on that particular patterns, we can learn. So based on that particular patterns, what the machines will learn, we can take some kind of a predictions, decisions, and all these things, what we can take in here, guys. Predictions and which is going to be the decisions, what we can take the applications. So something like this, we studied some basic ideas about those particular concepts. We have been studied about that. So in one class, just I discussed about that. In second class, I think I just given some idea about like in last class I given some what is going to be the generally the life cycle. So whenever we are implementing whenever we are implementing a data science project life cycle, so what are the things we have to do? So we have to collect the data, we have to analyze the data, we have to clean up the data, we have to do some data visualizations. So all these things need to be done by a machine learning expert. So as a machine learning expert, what is your work, guys? So not just feeding the data. Before feeding the data to the machine, how accurate the data was there? So how accurate the data? Is there any missing values are there? Irrelevant values are there? Some kind of an data, we have to clean up the data, and after that we have to feed the data. And not only that, after the machine has learned, we have to evaluate it also. I told you, evaluation of model performance. We have to improve the model performance, and we have to do the deployment also. So all these things we have to do as part of the practical implementation we have to do, guys. So just I didn't started with any practicals, guys. If anyone has missed the last two classes also, don't worry. Our backend team is going to send you some details also, guys. Even if you don't bother, I will give you that particular details from my side also. I'll give you, guys. So this is going to be the kind of a mail you will get it. Just a minute. It's a generative AI. Okay, so this is a kind of a mail that will comes to you, guys. So this is going to be the mail. If anyone wants, demo videos will be there. So I'll share the link here, guys. You can find out the last three classes, the demo links, what you can find out here now. So I'm sharing the link here, guys. So which is going to be the link, what we can say is just click on the link, guys. You will get this, the last three classes videos, what we'll get it on 30th, 31st, and on the 1st. Second and third, we didn't have the classes, Saturday and Sunday. So these are the three classes, what you can see. That is the classes, what we have to see 4 days before, 3 days before, and 2 days before, right? So anyhow, my backend team also will share you the details. So no need to worry about that. So you can just go through that. I also shared the details, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is what we have been done. So today's discussion is, it's not the technical concepts, guys. I'm not going to start with any technical concepts. So just before starting the session, like what concepts we are going to learn. So that is what is our course curriculum. So like how the duration has been, it has been taken. All these things I'm going to give a complete idea about what is going to be our the course, the road plan, or what we can say, our plan of action to learn to become an expertise in the data science, guys. So anyhow, I have a document with me. I'll share the course content completely, guys. From my side, my course content is there. In website also we can see the same thing, but my course content is a little bit, which is going to be an extended one, guys. So first, what I'm going to start with that. So as I said that to whenever you want to implement all these data science, machine learning, deep learning, AI, whatever we want to implement, first thing is we require some language. So the language which I'm going to discuss is going to be nothing but it is Python. So completely our complete course curriculum is going to be on the Python itself. But along with that, just instead of learning only Python, I'm not highlighting those things in our content, guys. They are not highlighted. They are not highlighted. They are not specified in our course content. But I'm going to discuss about a little bit of which is going to be R language also. We are going to discuss it. After learning Python, learning R language is not a complicated, guys. It's very easy to learn. After learning R language, learning Python is difficult. But after learning Python, learning R language is very, very easy, guys. They are very easy, guys. We are going to learn some kind of an which is going to be the R language, Python and one R language. I'm going to discuss about that. So this is only just like I don't take that much time I want to spend it. Maybe I take a maximum of which is going to be 3 to 4 days. Just in a quick overview, I'm going to discuss about them. But very easy, guys. Just 3 to 4 days only I'm going to discuss about them. But completely our classes will be on 90%, 99%, and we are going to work with Python classes only. Just a 3 or 4 classes only. I'll just show you the language of R. Just to highlight, guys, so that you should have it, because we are working with open sources. So you should be having some knowledge about the other things also. Open sources means you are free to use any kind of a framework you want to use. So don't limit your implementation only with Python. Some extent you also have to do with R language or some other languages also, what we can do it, guys. So first I'm going to teach you a little bit of Python. We need not to go in details into Python, guys. So I'm going to discuss about some core Python classes. I'm going to discuss it, guys. So this will be hardly maximum of 2 weeks, guys. Maximum 2 weeks, just like an refreshing. It's not like completely from the scratch. It's not like a completely like a training on Python, or it is not directly implementation, just like an intermediate level. You can learn from, if you don't have the idea, learn it. If you already have the idea, what you do is it looks like a just refreshing the topics, guys. That is what I'm going to discuss about that. Okay, here let me tell you one small point here, guys. I'm going to teach you around 2 weeks of time on the core Python concepts, whatever that is required for our data science. Our main idea here is up to what extent of Python that is required. Whenever you are implementing, whenever you want to implement some database, data science related implementation, whatever the extent that is required, up to that extent, I'm going to explain them. But some people, sir, we want to become a little bit more expertise in Python, then what shall I do that? For that, there is one complimentary from DURGASOFT, guys. That is nothing but they will be somewhere around 170 plus Python videos will be given, guys. It is 170 plus, which is going to be the Python videos, which is going to be, it is not a live session, guys. These Python videos are not live session. There are going to be pre-recorded videos. So there are 170 plus Python videos, or I can say advanced Python videos, which you can access through some kind of an their online portal will be there. So through using that, we can access them, guys. There is going to be some kind of an there is a learning some app is there. There will be uses that particular app. So using that, you can access this video. These are normally free of cost, guys. Who has been registered for the data science course, they will get this 170 plus advanced Python classes at a free of cost. So it is not mandatory. Don't worry about them. They are only just optional, guys. If anyone is interested to learn, everyone will get the access. If you have a sufficient time, guys, you can learn it. Otherwise, you can skip them. Not mandatory. Whatever the core Python classes I am discussing in the class, that is going to be sufficient, guys. Okay, fine. So first we'll start with the Python, guys. Once the Python classes is completed, there are some small prerequisites will be there, guys. Directly, we cannot go for the implementation now, guys. So there are going to be some kind of a prerequisites. So the first prerequisite is one of the very basic foundation for our data science is NumPy. We have something called as an pandas, means indirectly nothing but pandas is basically used for data analysis. Okay, and some kind of a data, as I told you now, guys, data collection, data analysis. Something like what we can do, guys, data manipulation, data which is going to be cleansing. All these things we can perform by using this particular pandas library, guys. So the guys who has attended the last two classes, if you recollect once, guys, first I said that first we have to do the data collection, right? First we done data collection. Who has missed the last classes? Don't worry, guys. It's only just an introduction part. Then I said that you have to do some kind of a data analytics. And then the third part is going to be nothing but we have to do some kind of an data. What we have to do, guys, data analytics, and then we have to perform some kind of an data which is going to be cleansing. And then we are going to do something called as n, which is going to be a data visualizations. So data visualization, guys, all these are going to be performed with the help of which is going to be pandas only, guys. With the help of a simple pandas concept only we have to do. How to do this, guys? With the help of a pandas library. Learning Python is very easy, guys. Python is all about working with libraries, working with modules. So you need not to, don't think that, sir, we can't learn these programming languages. Sir, it's going to be difficult. For some people says that, sir, we are from non-IT. No need of worrying about that because anyone can learn this particular Python, guys. It's very easy. I'll give you everything with my 22 years of experience, guys. Python is the most easiest language, guys. And I know how to teach them in an easy way, with a simple way, how to teach them. I'll teach you, guys. So all these are going to be done with the help of pandas only, guys. Pandas is a Python package. Even data visualization also can be done with the help of pandas. But for data visualization, we are going to use a separate package called as, there is another Python library called as a matplotlib. So matplotlib is basically a dedicated, even using pandas also we can do visualization. But here we are going to use a specific, a completely dedicated library called as an matplotlib with the help of the visualization, guys, for the visualization. Even one more library also, there are Seaborn. These are going to be some prerequisites, guys. So maybe at 2 weeks it is going to take, guys. This will take, guys. Pandas will take almost all 3 weeks of time. Pandas, this one will take 1 week of time. This also maybe, this not that much 1 week, 3 or 4 days. Maybe hardly it will take, guys. Maybe a 4 to 5 weeks totally it is going to take completely for these prerequisites. So prerequisites means don't think that they are not part of, they are part of data science only, guys. They are the prerequisites for data science. Without learning them, we cannot go for the data science, guys. So if you want to learn data science, you should know some basic scientific packages like pandas for the NumPy. These are basically the scientific foundation, guys. Mainly the data science today, I'll tell you once again in the NumPy, guys. Today, you are here to learn about data science, machine learning, AI means you have to thanks this NumPy, guys. So NumPy has been the main foundation, guys. So being the NumPy has been released or NumPy has been introduced, so today we are just enjoying this particular machine learning and data science applications. If NumPy was not released, guys, still as of now, machine learning, data science are completely at the research level. It would not be the implementation level. So today we are in the position to implement means really we have to a big thanks to NumPy. Very important library, guys. That is the main foundation for scientific computing in Python. Then pandas, matplotlib, Seaborn, and all these things, what we are going to learn, guys. So as I said that it will take somewhere around 2 weeks of time. Sorry, it's a 4-5 weeks it will take in, guys. So almost all 1.5 we can say, guys. Then the main concept is going to start is going to be machine learning, guys. The main concept which we are going to start with is going to be machine learning, guys. So in machine learning, we are going to learn like what are the different algorithms we are going to learn. Don't worry, these terminologies are completely different for you. So what are the different types of, mainly 3 types of algorithms, guys. One is going to be classification algorithms. We are going to discuss about the regression algorithms. And apart from that, we are also going to discuss about clustering algorithms, etc., guys. These are all some kind of machine learning algorithms what we are going to learn. For each and every algorithms, we have a different algorithms are there. Decision tree, KNN, linear regression, logistic regression, k-means, etc., etc. So with the help of various algorithms, we are going to do some kind of a training, and which is going to be some kind of a testing, what we call it as testing ML models. Our machine learning models are going to be, we are going to train and which is going to test some kind of a machine learning models we are going to do, guys. And as well as I said that, which is going to be evaluation, different types of metrics based evaluations, all these things, what we are going to work with them. So metrics based, which is going to be something called as sampling based techniques are there. I'll tell you one small tip. I'll tell you guys a small tip. I'll tell you. So if you want to, so for example, somebody said that I was an expertise in ML. So no need to ask anything about ML, guys. Just if we can ask some few points related to these metrics. So can you give me an idea about what are the different metrics? Because almost all, many of your interviews will start from these only, guys. Really, if the person, if the interview person is asking any questions on metrics, guys, really you will be very lucky. Why? Because metrics are completely conceptual based. So remaining, when you talk about the other implementations, guys, a lot of which is going to be the hypothetical questions will come. A little bit of hypothetical questions will come, guys. But when it comes to the metrics, we don't have that kind of an hypothetical questions won't come very clearly, but the guy need to be very clear about the conceptual understanding. That must be completely concept. So if anyone said that I was a machine learning expert or I learned machine learning, so how much extent they have learned? So to just evaluate a per candidate, these are going to be sufficient, guys. What are the different metrics are there? What is going to be precision? What is going to be recall? So just a person can explain what is precision and recall. That is sufficient, guys. That the person have a real knowledge about that. Because without knowing what is precision recall, learning this particular concept of machine learning is, there is no use of that. Not only this, there is something called as an what is AUC, area under the curve, what is going to be ROC curves. Okay, apart from that, there are so many things are there, guys. TPR, what is going to be FPR. So what is a good model? So what is meaning of TPR equal to 0, FPR equal to 0? What is meaning of TPR equal to 1? What is meaning of FPR is equal to 1? What is meaning of TPR is equal to 0? What is FPR is equal to 0? Sorry, 1. And what is meaning of TPR is equal to 1? What is going to be FPR is equal to 0? So which one is highly recommended? So generally we recommend this one, guys. TPR should be higher value. FPR should be very lower value. Ideal value is 1 and 0, but in real cases, we can't achieve that, guys. So we require a model which is giving a higher TPR and having a lower FPR. What is that? What is the meaning of that? That is what we have to understand, guys. Just an example, just try to understand what do you mean to say. Just because I just raised some questions now, guys. So just what is TPR equal to 0 or TPR equal to 1, and what is going to be FPR is equal to 1 in machine learning, you say, guys. So what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of TPR is equal to 1? What is going to be FPR equal to 1? So TPR stands for true positivity rate. FPR stands for false positivity rate. Don't worry about that. TPR is equal to 1, FPR is equal to 1 meaning that is going to be nothing but all samples are predicted as a positive. That is meaning of what we can say true positivity rate and false positivity rate. If both of them are going to be positive meaning is nothing but all samples has been predicted as positive. That is the meaning of what we can say about this. These are about related to some classification algorithms. If a person can explain this concept clearly, guys, so you have a complete control on that. Without knowing them, without knowing the algorithms, they cannot understand this. Simply like by hearting and all these things, we can't do it, guys. So we are going to learn all these things. Not only that, there are different type of sampling techniques are there. What is meaning of k-fold cross validation? What is going to be something called as a leave one out? What is going to be something called as n, which is going to be leave p out? Something like that. There are some sampling techniques will be there. So in reality, how the maths will help you. In our school days, we used to talk about like this, guys. Why we are learning maths in real scenarios, where to use this particular everyone having a doubt. Even now also some people says that in our school days, we have learned the maths and all these things. Why we are using all these things? Why we learn? There is no, don't think that there is no use of that. We are not using that correctly, guys. But mathematicians uses in some other scientific computing, they uses, guys. Lot of maths and all these things, stats, they will be uses about that. So these are all going to be what we are going to discuss about. Everything completely end-to-end in the machine learning concept. We are going to work with them. End-to-end process we are going to learn, guys. So completely 100% I can say machine learning is going to be completely we are going to learn it, guys. Then the next concept comes is which is going to be something called as a deep learning. Little bit complicated. Little bit complicated, guys, but slowly you have to connect the things, guys. Within one day, we can't learn all these things, guys. Initially looks to be little bit confusion, because there we are going to completely use, as in last class I shown you, guys. So how I trained a model to identify the gender identification. I done some gender identification, guys. Last class I just shown you one implementation of that. In your class also I'll explain them. So whenever I'm giving an image, so what is my trained model is saying is whether the person in the image is a male or a female. So this kind of an examples what we are going to do in terms of deep learning, guys. Here we are going to learn something called as a neural networks. We are going to learn something about a neural networks, etc. We are going to work with them, guys. A little bit of neural networks and all these things, we are going to work with them. Yes, some questions are coming. Yes, I'll tell you about that videos and all these things. Gansham, I will tell you about that. Even for experienced person, the interview expects the topic explanation need to explain with example. Absolutely. So just generally for experienced person, it's going to be, that means like they don't directly ask you the topic wise. For experienced person, they will ask you about a scenario based. So like some kind of an example. So tell me like what is going to be your train models, what type of models we got. Okay, maybe they don't ask you about what is TPR equal to 1, what is FPR equal to 1, but they may ask you in an indirect way. So tell me what is your implementation, what is your TPA and what is your FPR, you got it. So why you are recommending these models, why you didn't recommended these models. So such kind of an questions. So indirect way. Along with implementation and concepts they will ask you, but generally for a freshers or something like who are having a less experience, so they will ask about the conceptual. But any question, I'm not saying that directly they'll ask you about that, indirectly depending on the experience and what you are talking about that. Okay. So the next comes is deep learning, guys. As I said that one important concept is going to be neural networks. So very interesting topic. So really you'll understand how the maths will useful in our real life examples. How the which is going to be the maths will help you to solve many of the problems in our real lives. So neural network, calculus, we are going to discuss about derivatives. We are going to discuss about derivatives, guys. Calculus part, what we are going to do, partial derivatives, all these things I'm going to teach you as part of the neural networks. So here we are going to work with something called as an artificial neural networks, convolution neural networks, recurrent neural networks. These are going to be some of the neural networks what we are going to be uses. Artificial neural network, convolution neural network, recurrent neural networks. Even there are so many neural networks are there, guys. But there are very higher levels. We need not to that much level. We need not to go for that. So that is going to be about a concept called as a deep learning concepts, what we are going to work on that. So these are the main time taking process, guys. These are going to be the main time taking process is going to be this one, guys. Almost all 2 months. We have to say we'll spend completely on the machine learning and deep learning. Almost all it is going to be 2 months, guys. That will take approximately another 1.5 month it will take, guys. Almost all somewhere around 3.5 months or 4 months we can take it. Then next option is going to be, we are going to work with a little bit of, not little bit, we are going to little bit learn about the concept of neural networks. Sorry, not neural, NLP, which stands for, which is going to be what we call it as a natural language processing. A very interesting, guys. Natural language processing, guys. A very interesting topic is there. Here we are going to learn the techniques, how to convert a normal text. Normal text will be there now, guys. How to convert a normal text into which is going to be some kind of a number representations. That is what we are going to learn as part of the, which is going to be what we call it as NLP applications, what we are going to do that. Like we are going to work with them, guys. We'll see what are the different scenarios and all these things, what we are going to work. Here we are going to use some libraries like an NLTK. We are going to be using something called as an GenSim. These are some of the popular libraries which we are going to learn as part of the NLP. We'll go a little bit deeper only, guys. Maybe a 15 days or something. We are going to work with NLP, chatbot applications, how to develop a chatbots. So how a chatbot application works with the help of NLP. NLP means NLP plus neural networks. Both will be there, guys. NLP will be there. Along with that, some kind of a neural networks also what will implement in, guys. So these are the main concepts, guys. The main end-to-end process what we are going to learn is, these are the main topics what we can say, guys. Deep learning, NLP, machine learning, and what are going to be the prerequisites for all the data science completely. We are going to learn about all these things, guys. Okay. And finally, we are also going to add, we added from the last two batches, we have added generative AI also, guys. Because nowadays, even the companies are also asking for like little bit of generative AI. So here we are going to learn, not completely in depth about that. Maybe some of you have attended my demos on complete generative AI development is there. In generative AI development classes, guys, if anyone has joined those particular classes, at evening 6:30 p.m., evening 6:30 p.m., we started a new batch on generative AI development, guys. In generative AI development, we don't have all these things, guys. We don't have this much level. Python will be there, guys. These prerequisites are also just a basic level, not that much is required. Coming to machine learning and deep learning also, this much training is not required, guys. Your generative AI classes will start from NLP. Almost all the first class means after completion of Python classes, will start with NLP, guys. There we have a complete generative, a 3 to 4 months completely 3 to 4 months of which is going to be a complete generative AI classes. We started it evening 6:30. There are also 3 days, same day. 3 days demos are over. Today also we have a fourth demo. Today we have it. They're also just an introduction. What is generative AI? Just a little bit of course content I explained them. Apart from that, what are the different types of models we are going to use? That's that kind of a discussions what we done. Okay, so coming to our generative AI classes, guys, we don't have that much in depth about the 3 to 4 months. We don't spend it. Hardly it is also going to be a 2 weeks of training, guys. So coming to generative AI, here also we are going to see how to work with LLM models. How to develop some kind of an LLM model. There are some prerequisites are there. So here also we are going to do some kind of an applications like how to develop a chatbot application using LLMs and doing some kind of a text summarization using LLMs. So some kind of an which is going to be what type of applications we are going to do as part of our generative AI classes, guys. Just it may take somewhere around 2 weeks of time. There are some prerequisites will be there, guys, by using some something called as a lang chain. Maximum I'll use as lang chain, guys. So using the lang chain, how to develop some kind of an LLM models. So how to use which is going to be lang chain, which is going to be, we have them, guys. So we are going to work with them, Langsmith, lang chain, and we are having some frameworks are there. Using that, we'll see how to develop some kind of an LLM models, what we are going to develop it. But not a complete in-depth training of LLM models, because we are going to be concentrating on mostly on the, which is going to be the data science content. We are going to be mostly working on it, guys. So the basic fundamentals. So there is a confusion for many of them. Sir, shall I learn data science first, then go to LLM? It's not mandatory, guys. To learn LLM models, it's not mandatory that you have to be familiar with the data science. Just at least if you know some basic fundamentals of data science, that is going to be sufficient, guys. Like little bit of what are some machine learning algorithms, some little bit of deep learning models. If you know that, you can understand what is going to be the LLM models. But my recommendation is, if we have a sufficient time and all these things is there, so first you have to learn data science, and after that you have to go to this generative AI models. So maybe hardly 5 months, that plus another 3-4 months, totally almost all 1 year it will take completely to complete expertise, guys. If you don't have that much time, so sir, I want to learn generative AI immediately. So then you can go for directly generative AI classes, guys. That is a better one, easy. But there are going to be some topics maybe there, some required, some concepts may be required. So you have to understand that concepts. If you want to understand what is happening internally, you require it. If you don't want to know what is happening internally, sir, I don't want to know anything happening internally, I want only the implementation development, then you can go for directly the generative AI classes. Okay, but still, if you learn as of now, guys, majority of requirements on data science, and even with generative AI, that's why to add up them. So we are going to discuss about the generative AI along with the data science. But completely our classes is on data science only, guys. 90% completely dedicated to data science and machine learning and all these things. So a little bit of 2 weeks of time on the generative AI classes, what we are going to learn, guys. Okay. So that's the one, guys, which we can see the application, what we can see them. Yeah. So I'll just, multiple questions are coming, guys. Absolutely, I will discuss about them. Don't worry. Just let me complete off from my side, guys. So these are the main topics, guys. And even some I didn't highlight it, as I said that one is going to be, I'm going to discuss about a little bit of R language, guys. Okay. As I said that 3 to 4 days of R language. And apart from that, a little bit of, which is going to be Databricks. So little bit of Databricks I'm going to discuss about, because you want to highlight something in your course. So Databricks also, sometimes it may be useful nowadays. A lot of requirements on Databricks, guys. And a little bit of, which is going, not too much time, guys. That is also going to be hardly 3 to 4 days of time. And a little bit of, which is going to be a little bit of Power BI, not completely in depth about that. That is also hardly another 3 or 4 days, guys. So 3 to 4 days. Even not only this, I'm also using some kind of a tools also I'm going to be users, guys. I'm also going to use some kind of a tools. The tool names is going to be, I don't know, maybe many of you have never heard about this. This is a tool, guys. Vika is going to be nothing but one tool, guys. Okay, so very easy to learn, very easy to use. So you can see, guys, lot of which is going to be, we can perform almost all the things very easily, guys. So data visualizations, what we can see. So see, I told you something called as an, which is going to be concept of, which is going to be ROC something. We can use the kind of a different types of options and all these things, what we have to work with them, guys. It's not going to be that much, which is going to be any complications. It is going to be easy only, which we can work with them. So this is one tool what I'm going to use as, guys. We can apply all the machine learning algorithms here, guys. We can implement all the machine learning algorithms, guys. Classification, we can see clustering, association rules. So these are all going to be some kind of an algorithms and all these things what we have to work on that. So little bit idea. I'm not going to work with more and more an application, guys. Just a little bit idea about how to work with them. Even not only that, even we also have some kind of other tools are also there, guys. The tools is going to be some, I'll tell you, guys, there are some tools are going to be there. So I'm going to tell you about those kind of a tools also what we are going to use, like sorry, we have a tool called as an Orange. We have a tool called as an Glueviz. Glueviz, guys, Glueviz is one of a tool. Orange is going to be one of the tool. We are going to use as some kind of a tools, guys. So like we are going to use it, but we don't spend that much time, guys. Hardly everything is going to be 3 to 4 days. I can say miscellaneous topics, guys. Quickly, we'll just going to give you an idea about that, not go for the implementation. So just an, which is going to be miscellaneous topics. If you want to explore, you can just explore a little bit more about that. Otherwise, sufficient, guys. So that's it, guys. That is going to be about the, what I can say that. And I also have a, whatever I have just discussed about that. So I'm giving all this as a, which is going to be a kind of an Excel sheet I have been given here, guys. So these are going to be the main topics, guys. So as I said that core Python, maybe a 14 days. NumPy, it won't take that much days, guys. Hardly 4 or 5 days, guys. I made it as 7. Pandas, maybe 14 days. Visualization is for 10 days. Machine learning is for 31 days, guys. Deep learning, I said 22 days. NLP at 12-15 days, guys. Generative also some 2 weeks of time, what we can see. And totally, it is going to be the total duration, total number of sessions, I can say, guys. It is going to be almost all 120 sessions. We can just conclude them, guys, which will make around 4 to 5 or maybe a little bit 5 months plus we can take in, guys. So remaining, I just didn't highlighted them. Another 2 weeks, you can add up them to the miscellaneous topics, what I'm talking about that. So just to get some idea, guys, these are the topics, guys. So what are the topics? So tomorrow I'm going to start with a little bit of Python introduction. Tomorrow session, I'll start with them. Operators, sequences. Okay, so these are going to be some of the topics, guys. NumPy. So these are going to be some of the topics in NumPy, guys. Hardly 5 days is sufficient, guys. I just made it as another 2 more days extra. So a little bit of which is going to be what we can say pandas, all the pandas related concepts, what we are going to work. Visualizations, guys. So matplotlib visualizations, we are going to work with them. Seaborn, what is meaning of a Seaborn library, all these things, what we are going to work. Machine learning, these are all the different types of algorithms, guys. Different types of algorithms, what we are going to learn. All these are going to become under the algorithms. And I said that no, guys, evaluation of model performance, beyond accuracy score, evaluation of model performance, sensitivity, specificity, ROC curves, AUC, data sampling technique. These are very important topics, guys. Even there is one more topic is there. I didn't added them. It's a ML pipelining. In real time, how to write those things, guys. So I'll add up the another topic also. It is going to be ML pipelining. It is going to be ML pipelines, guys. So just how to prepare your pipelines in our real time applications. With our real time applications, how to implement the which is going to be pipelining. All those things I'm going to discuss about that. Okay. Just I'll write it as implementing which is going to be ML pipelines, how the ML pipelines are going to be created which is going to be with some implementation, guys. With implementation, we are going to do that. I'll tell you what is going to be with implementation. So we are going to use something called as pipeline, column transformers. It's going to be column transformers, all these things, what we are going to be gets working with that. Column transformers, and it is going to be pipelines. These are going to be some of the things what we are going to be gets working with that. Okay. Fine, guys. So that's it, guys. These are going to be some of the topics in that deep learning concepts, guys. As I said that neural networks and all these things, what I'm going to discuss. I'll share the file, guys. Don't worry. I'll share all the files and all these things, what we can see, all of them, PyTorch. We are having a TensorFlow, all these things, what we are going to use as. And NLP, as I said that now, guys, some kind of a natural processing, some kind of doing a sentimental analysis, RNN in this one, word nets and all these things we are going to be gets working. We'll discuss about them, word nets and what is going to be all these things, what we are going to use it, guys. And finally, we are also going to learn some kind of a generative AI classes, guys. So how the LLM models will work, how to set up your environments, LangChain, Langsmith, how to work on that, OpenAI models, etc. What I'm going to work on that, guys. Okay. So one is an application called as a text summarization we are going to do, guys, and building some chatbots using conversation history using some LangChain, how to do that, guys. So these are going to be some of the topics what I can say, guys. I'll share the file. So you can also just go through the file, guys. Okay. Some questions are coming, guys. I'll tell you, as I said that no, guys, it is going to be Orange is a tool. We are going to be gets working with that. Okay, so we can work with Bluebees is going to be one tool, guys. Actually, it was not installed. If you want, you can just click on the install. So it will install it, guys. Okay. Later we'll see them. What are the environment setups and all these things, whatever you want. I'll tell you all that particular setups and everything. I'll tell you, guys. Okay. So meanwhile, what I'll do, guys, just I'll answer all your questions, guys. First, let me share the which is going to be full stack data science.xlsx file. I'm sharing with everyone, guys. I'm sharing with everyone. So you can just download the file, guys. If we have any discussions tomorrow, we can discuss about all those things, guys. Okay, fine. So please download, guys, and let's stop it for here, guys. I'll tell you. Okay, and one more. I'll tell you, guys, about our what you can expect from our side and all these things. I'll just give you a 5-10 minutes in the tomorrow's class. Also, I'll discuss it. So many of the questions. So I have given from my side, guys. Course content and all these things I given. So how we'll plan and what is these things, I'll explain it all the things in coming classes. Okay, a few questions are coming, guys. Many of the question, not few questions. I'm going to just take up those particular questions. Meanwhile, if anyone having your own questions, guys, you can also. Yes, Fanindra, already I think I have explained about that. Even for an experienced person, the interview expects the topic explanation or needs to explain with example. As I said, that needs to explain with examples. Yes. Will classes videos will be provided? Let me highlight that also, guys. So coming to the course curriculum, every day it is 1 hour class, 1 hour classroom training, guys, live 1 hour session. It is not any recorded videos, guys. It is going to be 1 hour, guys. Every day from 10:30 a.m. to it is 11:30 a.m. is your class timing, guys. And mostly it is going to be Monday to Friday classes, guys. And it is a morning sessions now, guys. Sometimes alternate Saturdays, I'll put the session, guys, if I require. Sometimes I want to finish off. For example, one class is left over for one topic. So instead of starting on Tuesday, I'll take a Saturday's class and I'll finish off it on the Saturday. Sometimes you plan it, guys. At least 1 or twice in a month, I'll take Saturday's classes, guys. Monday to Friday regularly, guys. Alternate Saturdays, I'm going to take it. And coming to the videos, guys, day-to-day recording videos, guys. It's not any pre-recorded, guys. Day-to-day live recording session, guys. There are live recording sessions will be given to you. So that will be given an access through Google Drive, guys. You can access them. We cannot download the videos. We can't download, guys. You can see, I think there is a limit. It's a time period is there, guys. So I have to check it out. I think 6 months or 1 month, 1 year, they are saying about that. Let me check with my team once again. Recently, they changed it. I got some notification regarding that. Let me recheck with that. So whether it is for 6 months or whether it is going to be 1 year, access will be given to you. Not for a lifetime, guys. It's a free of cost. These day-to-day live recordings, guys, we don't charge anything. For Python videos, we don't charge, guys. For live recording sessions also, we don't access, but with a limited time period, they will give you, guys. Okay, fine. Yes, will the class videos will be provided? Yes, we'll provide, Gansham. You will can access through the Google Drive. We can access for a particular time period. How much experience we can show after learning the course, Devesh? Depending, one thing is, it depends on your expertise also. It depends on your expertise. So if you can clearly, you can explain the, if you can understand the concept, what I'm discussing in the class, and if you are in a position to implement by your own, then at least you can put 3 to 4 years of experience on data science you can show. But you should also expertise on that. Okay, simply if you learn the class, if attend the class is not sufficient, right? So attend the class, regularly practice it. Not only the examples I discuss, you have a lot of online resources, data sets will be there. Get the data sets, try to implement some kind of a machine learning algorithms, participate in Kaggle competitions. I'll tell you guys, you can participate in Kaggle competitions. There is some live competition will be going on at Kaggle platform. So what is that? At least you should show some expertise. Then you can put an experience from 3 to 4 years, you can put the experience. Okay, fine. Roshan, during our course, how many projects will develop? Roshan, it's not like an project. We'll do one project at the last, but along with that, we'll do a lot of case studies. We are going to do a lot of case studies we are going to do. So each case study, we can say it like one project kind of a thing, what we'll do that. So we don't have anything like how many projects. At the last one project, I'll show you with implementation, complete implementation. Plus, along with that, what we have to do is each and every algorithm is going to be one kind of a case study. So at least we are going to do 10 to 12 different type of case studies, what we can do that. Okay, fine. Thiru, can you attend both the classes at same time, one after the another? As I said that no, if time is any criteria for you, you can attend both of them, but you have to have a sufficient time to dedicate 2 hours of training and at least 2 hours of practice for both of them. If you can balance them, okay, I can recommend. Otherwise, what you do is at least half of the course need to be completed in Python in our data science. First join for a data science, complete 2 months or 2.5 months if you can complete them. By that time, we'll get some idea about all these things. Then you can learn the generative AI classes. But if you want to learn, you can learn it. But my recommendation is if you can balance, fine. But if you can't balance both of them at the same time, better join one after the another. Okay, Thiru. Yes, Jyoti Shankar, what level of Python required for this course and generative AI? Basic level of Python, guys. Just 7 to 8 topics will be there, guys. If you can learn that 7 to 8 topics, that is going to be sufficient. Beyond that, it is not required. Just a very basic level only, it is going to be required. Okay. Okay, Devesh, it is what is agentic AI? Agentic AI is going to be the next level. Just to make your things to be automated, we are going to use something called as an agentic AI agents, which can automate your task, everything automatically. It will automate your tasks. So regularly, whatever the options we are performing regularly, we can maintain them. So first, if you understand AI, then you can understand what is going to be agentic AI. But one thing, my suggestion here is one simple point is whenever you want to make the things automatic, automation if you want to do, then we can go for something called as an agentic AI agents and all these things, what we can do. Yes, I don't have much time. I need to learn generative AI immediately. Shall I first complete generative AI and later? Yes. Yes. Nuthan, right. Yes, absolutely. You can join for generative AI classes. No worries. Later you can learn that it's not mandatory, but in the case if you require the generative AI immediately, you better join AI class, the generative AI classes first. And then after that, meanwhile, no need of going in depth about that. At least get some idea about what is neural networks, what is machine learning algorithms. If you understand that, that is going to be sufficient with that. Yes, Devesh, statistics and all these things I'll discuss in the classroom only separately. No need of any separate classes for that. All the maths and stats I'm going to discuss about that, correlation, chi-square, okay, p values, it's going to be f values, hypothetical testing, hypothesis testing. All these things we are going to discuss as part of our training program. Separate classes are not required for you. Okay, And Chaitra, 6 a.m. batches will start for this course. Absolutely. We are planning 15 to 20 days. Once this batch was closed, then we can announce that. But 15, 20 days it will take, Chaitra, for 6 a.m. batch. Yes. Nutan, right now, one class is going on. Right now, we don't have a plan. But as of now, 7 o'clock, one batch is already going on. So it may take some time, but 6 o'clock batch, we are planning it. For the data science class, we are planning it. Maybe a data science or generative AI we have to confirm it from our backend team also, because it depends on the inquiries and all these things. We'll plan a new batch. Okay. Yes, absolutely. You can become an AML expert after this complete course curriculum. You have a complete knowledge of the AML, everything you are going to learn about in this particular course, Ghanshyam. Are these topics in maths which are required? Absolutely. A little bit of statistics, calculus, absolutely, algebra, probability, everything. These are going to be some maths will be there. So obviously, I'll teach you all the particular maths, but you need not to write any formulas and all these things. It is only just to understand them. How the algorithm works, if you want to understand them, little bit maths is required. Otherwise, you need not to implement anything. So whatever the maths that is required, I'll explain them. If you can understand, that is sufficient with that. Okay, fine. As understood is you will also give us only overview. Which one is overview, Abhishek? No. Overview of what? It's an overview of generative AI implementation. We are going to do that. Minimum remaining, all of them are going to be is completely based on the completely hands-on practice only. Okay. It's an hands-on only, complete in-depth implementation. Otherwise, I would not take that much time off for implementations. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And Thiru, you have to contact the backend team. Our backend team will contact you. So just speak about the course curriculum and course fees and all these things with them. So regarding the course content or any materials or anything, you can contact me. And we also create one a dedicated group for our batch. Our batch, we are going to give one Telegram group. We'll create it. So if you have any concerns or anything issues are there, you can reach me out directly on my number. I already have given my number also, guys. To many of you have already contacted from the last 2 days. So further again, if you have any further requirements, guys, so I can share my number here, guys. So it is my number 8080777117. I have just posted in the chat window. So you can reach me on my WhatsApp number, guys. Okay. And also I'm giving my mail ID also. I think somebody has already texted me. I don't know whether it is from your batch or some other batch. Maybe generative AI. If anyone has written from your batch case, surely I will answer them. So yesterday somebody has written a mail to my mail ID. I'll just verify, guys, and I will respond to you back. So just text me on my WhatsApp number if you have any questions, further discussions or anything. If you have it, feel free to, you can reach me out. Okay, fine. That's it, guys. That's it. I think most of your questions has been answered. Anyone, if you have any further questions, guys, I can take up them and we can. Yes, I will plan, Shiva. We're planning it. Maximum data science we are going to be planning, but we'll confirm it as soon as possible. We'll confirm it for the morning 6 a.m. batch. Okay, fine. Right.
So after this course, we will be able to handle any AI or any Gen AI related things.
GenAI, as I said that no, in this class, we'll give a little bit of GenAI the knowledge we are going to give it with 1 or 2 implementations we do. But if you want to learn about GenAI, that means generative AI application means better to have a complete generative AI application knowledge, you should have it. But after this class, data science, deep learning, machine learning, data, everything, machine learning, deep learning, NLP. So these are the core concepts which you are going to expertise after this class. For generative AI, don't have any prerequisites. You don't have any prerequisite, but a little bit of machine learning, deep learning, if you have an idea means no implementation. How they works, if you know that, that is going to be sufficient. Even all that prerequisites, I'll give it in the training program. But only thing is some dots may not be able to be connected. Some unconnected dots may be left over. You can't connect them. So if you have the knowledge about that, easily we can connect them, understand what is happening internally. Otherwise, we don't know what is happening internally. We know only the implementations. So coming to generative AI level, guys, just development of application is sufficient. You need not to know everything from the scratch is not required. There are some pre-trained models will be there. We use as that kind of a pre-trained models. Okay, fine. Any more questions, guys? I think I have answered all your questions. All of your questions, every question I have been answered. Okay. Any more questions, guys? If you have any more questions. So if you have any further doubts, guys, or any further information is required, feel free to reach me on my WhatsApp number. So I already shared there, 8080771117 is my contact number, and srivi.guttula@gmail.com is my mail ID, guys. Okay, fine, guys. That's it for today's class, guys. So maximum demos are completed, guys. Maybe tomorrow you have the same link. Maximum from Wednesday onwards, the link will changes, guys. You guys need to register by paying the required fee amount. Our backend team already have sent the notifications. I think multiple notifications you have got. So if you have any thing related to fee or something like that, you can contact our backend team regarding the course content and anything. If you have related to technically, you can just contact me, guys. Okay. So thanks for today, and tomorrow we'll have the same link, guys. Tomorrow will be the last demo class because already 4 demos completed, and the 5th demo tomorrow, and then we'll start with our main classes. I'll start from the Wednesday's class, guys. Okay. From Wednesday, the link will changes. Before that, you need to get registered for the course, guys.
So actually, I
Okay.
have one doubt,
Yes,
just
yes.
one question.
Yes, Mukesh. Yeah.
Actually, so tomorrow, what we can expect? Like, what are you going to teach us?
I'll start with a little bit of Python.
Python,
Just a
basic
little bit
Pythons.
of Python. Basic means what type of installations you have to do, what are the basic setups you have to do. Those things I will just give the introduction in the tomorrow's class. And a little
Okay, so
bit of
again,
Python, I'll start with a little bit of
okay,
Python.
okay, fine. Actually, I have more question. Probably I'll call you or something on WhatsApp or somewhere so we can discuss.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sure. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks all of you guys. Just for today, we'll end up the session and we'll meet up in the tomorrow. Same time, same link, guys. From day after tomorrow, time will be same, link will changes, guys. Okay, thanks all of you guys.